wanted to take you on the journey of vegan meal prepping. A lot of this is going to be raw, some mixed in cooked vegan towards the end of the day, and let me just kind of run you through what I've already done. So for me, what I really like to do is clean my kitchen, get all my dishes cleaned so that I know what I have to work with, and I go through everything that I prepped the week before, see what's not good and compost it, see what there still is to use, put it down into smaller bins. So what I did is I went through, and these are all recipes from Ellen Fisher's ebook, which I highly recommend. If you don't know Ellen Fisher, her name on YouTube is also Mango Island Mama, and she is an awesome, mostly raw vegan, eats some cooked food, but she has 2 ebooks out, which is only $28 for both ebooks, and they have like 100 something pages in each of them. And so I took 4 recipes. I have her the hearty lentil stew, which is going to be more of a dinner time thing, or I can put it in a bowl with some lettuce or something. And then I have her mango sorbet here, which I already know how to really make a mango sorbet, but I really wanted this granola recipe, which is awesome. And then her deconstructed sushi bowl. So I'm gonna be making a little bit of rice for that, but it has like nori and lettuce and cucumber and stuff in there. And you can also put that into like an actual sushi roll if you want. So I have some nori wraps, I might put that in. And then right here is my go-to flavor bomb salad, and I'm really specifically looking at the dressing. I like to make either 1 or 2 bulk dressings every week, so I can like put it in collard wraps or in a sushi bowl or in a rice bowl, or if I'm doing a raw bowl, cauliflower rice bowl, collard wraps, all that kind of good stuff. Last week I made from her recipe book, from Ellen Fisher's recipe book, her pad thai dressing, and she specifically uses it for pad thai, but I use it on everything. I use it on salads, I used it on these really awesome collard wraps that I think I'm going to make a video of because they were so good. So what I'm going to show you, this is what I do the day before a meal prep, and so I have all those recipes there, and then I've kind of made myself a sheet here so you can see. This is like step by step, so I know, because I'm still fairly new, so I try to make a plan. This only took me like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to write down. So I'm going to be cooking these things for the stew, and while that stuff is cooking for the stew, I can chop up like all of my cucumbers, celery, romaine, stuff, and make my dressing, cook my rice, and then at the end I'm going to make the granola and the dressings. And the day before, what I like to do is I'm going to soak lentils. I'm trying to make the switch over to glass, so mostly everything I have is in glass. But then I have this organic basmati rice that I'm going to use, and I'm going to soak 2 cups of this and I think a cup of this, maybe a cup and a half. And I soak it overnight for both things, and I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there with it, and that helps. You can use that, or you can use lemon as well, and that actually helps to break down the phytic acid in your grains. So phytic acid, what it does is it stops your body from being able to absorb other nutrients and minerals. So you want to break that stuff down. That's why a lot of people sprout like their seeds and soak their lentils in rice, like I'm about to do. So that's it, and I'm just gonna put water in there to cover. I usually, since I'm going out of town right now, I usually would only put this much in to cover, like right there, and then I come back every couple of hours and fill it up because it starts to soak it all up. But since I'm going out of town, I'm gonna fill it pretty high so that I know that it is not going to just sit there and not soak up any more water. I want it to soak up as much as it can during the whole process of while I'm away, so that when I come back in the morning, I can be all set and ready to boil and meal prep. So stay tuned for the meal prepping. hearty stew. Put it all in this big pot here. And I'm gonna chop up all my potatoes and the carrots and the onion and celery that go in there. And I'm gonna throw that in the pot while the lentils are cooking so that they all kind of cook at the same time. And while all that stuff is cooking, I'm gonna chop up all the rest of my veggies for the week. So let's do this. It already smells so good. So I made the stew. Bam. Lentils. Where are they? Bam. And now what I'm about to do is while that stuff is cooking, I am going to so that you can grow it. Just put it in a little bit of water, a little celery will pop out. Guys, so I'm cutting some celery right now. I personally don't like the tops. Some people can use these for salad greens. They're really rich in minerals. So if you ever get celery, make sure that you're getting organic, because all these little pores right in here are really good at soaking up nutrients from the soil. So make sure you always get organic, because you don't want to be soaking up any of those pesticides and then eating basically water sticks with a ton of minerals, or a ton of pesticides in there rather than minerals. And a lot of people, they use the greens for salads. I don't personally like them. I've seen some people put them into smoothies, so I'm going to try to do that this week and keep these little guys for smoothies. But most of the time I will just throw it into my compost bowl, which is this little guy right here, and then I'll throw it outside in the compost bin afterwards. So the lentils are done now, and they should be very tender. Like, let's try them together. Yeah, they're super tender. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how I cut romaine. So I have these beautiful leaves right here that I got from the market. And so what I do is the outside leaves are usually not shaped very well, so I'll use those for salads. And what I do is I break them off. And once you start getting to like this inner part, they become more cup-like. So here, let me break this one off. You can see they become more cup-like, so it's really good for like packing some stuff in there and eating them like little lettuce wraps. So it's usually the inner part of the romaine. It's more shapely. So this is all going to be for salads. And I got quite a few lettuce cups out of the other ones. So this should be enough for quite like 1 or 2 meals. The lettuce cups. So now I'm just going to chop all this up, and I like thin slivers like that, and that has lasted fine. This is all done. This is enough for me and my boyfriend for the week. And then here's the stew. And the stew can be put on, so I could put it on top of salad, I could put it on top of, in lettuce wraps, I could put it on top of a rice bowl. It's really good. And I also put cumin and black pepper and chili powder and salt, a little bit of salt in there. Those are the only cooked food for the week. And all I'm doing right now is chopping some peppers. And I chopped up some tomatoes, so they're good for salads or putting them basically on top of anything. And what I really like about a lot of raw vegan recipes is that they're super versatile. So like my peppers I can put on top of a bowl, or I can put them in a nori wrap, or I can put them in a salad, or if I felt like getting crazy I could throw them in with the stew that I wanted to. So chopping up veggies, what I do is I just do a bulk chop of all my veggies, like my lettuce and my peppers and my tomatoes and celery, beets, things like that, and I do a bulk amount of them, and then I can just kind of mix and match throughout the week and make my meals for the next day, the night before, like pre-package them kind of. I know a lot of people like to do like pre-package the meals and put them all ready to go for the whole week, but with raw foods you kind of have to test and look at what how they're doing. Like if this like goes bad, you don't want to like have that in a bowl and then ruin the whole bowl. So I'm still experimenting and testing things out, see how long things last, and then I will probably move into that way of meal prepping, just already having my meals ready to go. But for now, I do things in bulk and then I just mix them all together. So start where you are. I've already prepped all of my veggies. I still have my cucumbers to do, which I have to go buy at the store tomorrow because I forgot. But now I'm making a dessert. So this is what it looks like. Alright you guys, so that is the whole thing. It only took me about an hour and a half to make all that. It was a little bit longer because my friend stopped over to say hi, and that's what I basically do on a Sunday. Some other people do it on whatever day works for them. And for me, meal prepping is new, so this video might have been a little messy, but you might have gotten some really good ideas from it. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the description box below. But my most important note that I think you should know about meal prepping is that you can look at Pinterest all day long, you can look at message boards all day long, you can look at all the fancy Tupperware all day long, but nothing's going to get done and you're never going to get to where you want to be unless you start. So that's what I've done. I'm experimenting like you saw with the romaine and the granola, and doing one type of dressing and doing everything in bulk, and everyone does it a different way, but this is what works for me, this is what works for my schedule. So it's just about getting in there, starting it, and experimenting. Like all things with life, you just have to start where you are. Don't try to be perfect, just do what you can and it'll work out the way it's supposed to work out. If you guys like this video, if it helps you anyway, if you got any really good ideas, or if you have any really good ideas for me, put them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and like and subscribe because I'll be posting more just like this.